Satoru Gojo is one of the most overpowered characters in anime. But if you take away his cursed energy, his infinity, and his six eyes, what would Gojo's fighting style actually look like in real life? The answer wouldn't be one specific martial art. Today, I'll be breaking down the individual skills that would make up a real-world Gojo, and at the end, I'll be explaining the best base for building your combat system to be like Gojo's. Gojo isn't limited to one range. He's incredibly mobile, explosive, and comfortable fighting at close range. So instead of trying to copy specific anime techniques, we're going to look at the real world attributes behind his style, whether that's striking, grappling, timing, explosiveness, and conditioning. First of all, wrestling. Wrestling gives you an incredible athletic base and grappling base. It develops explosiveness, balance, scrambling, control, and conditioning. It also teaches you how to stay effective when somebody is trying to physically control you. It's a huge part of the athletic, dominant style that Gojo is portrayed with. Wrestling would help develop many of the physical qualities and grappling skills that fit Gojo's style. Next is boxing. Boxing would give Gojo his hands and a lot of movement you'd associate with his close range fighting. Boxing develops footwork, timing, distance management, reactions, and even defensive awareness. It's not just about punching harder, it's about learning how to time your punches and move efficiently when somebody is trying to actively hurt you. Boxing gives you excellent hands, but Muay Thai teaches you how to use all eight of your limbs, whether that's kneeing, elbowing, punching, kicking, and clinch work. So if you want a more complete striking base, Muay Thai is an excellent addition. However, it does suffer when it comes to head movement. You don't necessarily need boxing and Muay Thai. You could choose one depending on the kind of striking you wish to develop. Judo fits Gojo because of its emphasis on balance, timing, and movement. It also adds throws and off-balancing skills. If you wish to become especially good in close range, Judo is a good addition to your base. Then there's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. BJJ fills in the ground fighting side. It develops positional control, escapes, submissions, and the ability to stay calm in uncomfortable positions. If you're building a complete grappling game, BJJ is a very useful addition. But none of these martial arts alone will give you Gojo's athleticism. You also need to train your body. Sprinting develops speed and acceleration. Plyometrics would develop explosiveness. Agility drills would help develop coordination. And strength training will give you the physical foundation to use all of these. And finally, MMA. This is where all of those martial arts come together. MMA combines striking, wrestling, clinch work, and ground fighting into one system. Instead of training each part completely separately, you'd learn how to transition between them. This is why MMA is probably the closest single training system to the overall fighting style of Gojo Satoru that we're trying to create. If you are already training wrestling or Muay Thai or BJJ, MMA is where you can learn to connect these skills. So if I had to summarize it, there are two ways to approach this. You can build the individual pieces of wrestling, striking, boxing, grappling, etc. Or you can train MMA and learn how those pieces work together from the beginning. Personally, I'd choose based on what kind of training you have access to and what you enjoy. But either route can be a very complete skill set. Obviously, nobody's going to unlock infinity after training for 6 months. But if you want the closest real world version of Gojo's fighting style, focus on the fundamentals. Become a good grappler, become a good wrestler, and be athletic. And don't try to learn advanced fighting techniques from YouTube. Find a legitimate gym and train under qualified coaches and build those skills over time. That is how you'd build a real world Gojo Satoru.